So, right, collagen, as many of you know, it's not just only a popular skincare ingredient. It serves a very important function in the body because it is the most abundant protein in the body. In our cartilage, 80%. Okay, as you know, our joint needs cartilage, needs to have a very strong support system to ensure that we can run, we can do all the exercise that we want to, and absorb shock, right, from high impact movement. So our cartilage plays a very important role, and it is one of the major components that gets compromised when we age. Next is the bone. If you cut a bone into half, and you see the cross-sectional area of the bone, there are many webs, all right? There are webs to the bone, and all these bone structures are being held together by, of course, calcium and vitamin D is one thing, calcium deposits, but it's also collagen, right? It has a 30% weightage there that helps to solidify the calcium matrix in the bone. And then our eyes, right? Who would have thought? Okay, 90%. As you all know, our eyes has no bone. All right, our eyes, there's no bone, has no cartilage. So the only thing that keeps it in his round shape, all right, and it doesn't like go flip over the place, really, is the collagen. Okay, collagen holds it together, ensure that it has a good structure, and enable us to see clearly as well. All right. And then, of course, the skin. 75 to 80% of our collagen is distributed in this area. So this is our focus today. Of course, all these other areas are equally as important, but for the benefit of the team, we should discover more about this. All right, so this is how our skin looks like anatomically. All right, there are 3 layers, as you can see here, and the younger skin, okay, if we put with an aging skin side by side, we can already see a startling difference. The collagen mainly is the biggest difference. If you see the younger skin here, the collagen fibers are intact and they are very well arranged. And you can see there's a structure, there's a scaffolding that really hold the skin together. And the skin looks supple and really smooth. In the aging skin, however, the collagen molecules start to disintegrate. It's not really connected. And you can see there's only one fully connected fiber. The rest of it is like 6.5, you know. So when your skin, inside of your skin, the dermis layer, don't have enough collagen fiber to support. It's just a matter of time that your external skin will also be drawn down. Okay, it will also sag due to gravity. So it will set, and then once that happens and you don't have the collagen fiber to support it, okay, this is when things like wrinkle happen, right? Wrinkle, sagging, you know, and your sunken skin, right? And all this is because there isn't anything to push your skin outward. So all these collagen fiber, you know, they serve to push the skin outward, hence giving us a very supple and a very plump and bouncy skin. Yeah, so it plays a very important role in that. So, well, unfortunately, we have to accept that our body age, right? So, of course, if you are young, you know, your collagen levels are high, all right? It's 90%. But once you hit 20, right? Many people say 25, but in reality, it starts at 20, right? When 20 happens, okay, that's when the sharp decline will happen. Okay, you continue to decline. When you hit 40, you are already 50%. All right, you see, can you imagine, right? The skin, you know, the collagen fiber is already disintegrating. And once you reach 60 years old, you are already 20%. And of course, 80 is like 10%. So this is naturally our body will lose its ability to produce collagen naturally. And we know life is not predictable. All right, life is uncertain, and a lot of things happen in just these 2 years alone. All right, and life is not perfect. You know, there are a lot of challenges that we all have to go through. You know, despite whatever stage of life you're in. If you're a student, you have a stress of student, and if you're a working adult, you have a stress of a working adult, right? And it's happened across every age, and now, with the news that's happening, all right, could very easily throw us off course and make us feel very stressed out and emotional. And all these things have a relationship with one another. When we get irritated, annoyed, or angry, worried, all these things will amplify the effects of stress and diet, of course, lifestyle. Not enough sleep, okay, watching too much TV, don't want to sleep. So all these things is stuff that we do every day, but we can't see the effect of it. The only time you will see is when you really age, okay? 10 years later, when you look at yourself in the mirror, then you will see the effect. But all these things will further exacerbate and accelerate the aging process. So you see, just by aging, just by stress and all these external factors alone, it can cause, okay, by your 40s, you're already at 30%. Okay, even by 30s, you're left with hovering around 70%. So when you're, in your 50s, it's very low, 10%. So we can see that the collagen levels will shrink a lot more severely if all these things come into consideration. So, of course, everybody wants to look young. And I've been hearing a lot of people say that they want to try more food sources that can give them the fountain of youth. So, common conceptions on high collagen food are skin, right? Chicken skin, And now we know that Malaysia has this very famous, chicken skin. Now it's very popular, all right? And everybody is going all crazy over it. So if chicken skin is not your fancy, then there is fish skin, okay? All kinds of junk food, right? But people think that there are collagen inside. So to a certain degree, it's not wrong, okay? The skin does have collagen inside, right? But it's not a lot. But if you really want to go more on the healthy route, then you may have to go for salmon skin, things from fatty fish, that has a higher content of collagen. However, collagen is very tricky. It's not like protein. Okay, protein, if you eat the chicken meat, easily you will get it. But collagen is very different because you can't find it in the meat, Chicken meat, beef meat, or whatever meat sources, right? They don't have collagen. Collagen is mostly, there's some deposit in the skin, but mostly is at the cartilage area. Okay, such like this one, tendon, cartilage, and all these are the only areas that have high concentration of this collagen. It's not the fat, right? It's, really this. But unfortunately, it's not very easy to standardize the amount of collagen present in all these food sources. And some nutritional board have said that if you want to really go all out to follow food source only, it's actually bone broth. And we're not talking about the bone broth that we cook, the ABC soup for 3 hours, which you think is a long time already, right? But they say in order to get sufficient collagen from food sources that can give you some form of effect, you need to simmer it for as long as 24 hours. Yeah, I know of some rich celebrity that does this. They drink bone broth every day. Okay, that you just simmer and boil for 24 hours, and that's the only way to get the most out of it. But for most of us, common folk, we know that we don't even really take tendon and cartilage on a daily basis. So then how can we possibly increase our collagen production in the body? So just to give you a bit more context, for collagen to be absorbed, it needs to be in a very specific molecular size. So it requires very small molecule. There's of 2000 Dalton. Okay, Dalton is basically the unit they use to measure a size of a molecule. So most of the time, chicken skin or whatever, food sources, the molecules are large. It's 30,000 Dalton. So, just by looking at it, there's a big difference between size of both food and supplement source. So, and also many studies actually is done based on supplement. Food, there's hardly any studies that can really identify, the changes that it can be observed through food sources. And absorption from supplement has to also be very specific. it must be hydrolyzed. And second, it must be in powder form. So this is the reason why all of our collagen is all in powder form, all right? Because if you know food sources and if you put it into a capsule, the absorption isn't going to be that good. It's only 40 to 45%. So I thought this is a really good thing to share with you. And how is it being made? If we take food sources, okay, for example, chicken breast, you're only going to get the amino acid. All right, you're not going to get the collagen chain directly from food because it's just too big. So it's going to take some time to convert amino acid procollagen to collagen chain. So most food sources is at amino acid stage. And also, another problem with food sources is that the dosage are rather inconsistent. Because you don't know, okay, this chicken could be, the bone could be denser than another batch of chicken, and you have no idea, cartilage, how much collagen is deposited there. All right, there's no idea to know it in specific detail. Hence, because of this lack of specificity, hence it's not really encouraged to be a source of collagen. It requires a lot more time and a delayed effect, and it's also less effective. And who knows, you may not even see any effect on your face at all because of all the obstacles that it has to face in order to be fully absorbed into our skin. Now, I know many people think like this. Since Neijing range is already so good, right? Oh, all these things. So isn't just using external skincare products enough? Or whatever brand is it? Okay, so why do I still need to take collagen? Well, that's because our skin structure will change over time. So this is a visual representation of how our skin would age chronologically. So as you can see, 35 years, the collagen fibers is in the layer of the dermis. Okay? And it's not the surface of the skin, Okay, just to let you know, I've done some further research. They say that skincare can only penetrate through this part of the skin, which is the dermis. Okay, no matter however how good, all right, it can only live and do its effect on this layer only. But if you want to go downwards towards the epidermis, and if you really look at this picture clearly, it is really the collagen fibers internally that is declining over time. So 35, when you look at 45, okay, then it's some sagging already because there's no support here. And when 55, this is a very deep indentation because there's no scaffolding. There's nothing that holds the skin intact, so it will drag downwards. And as you can see, okay, there are many components that also play a part: hyaluronic acid, elastin, and all these things will decline over time. Hence, of course, external support is very important. You're not saying that after this, don't use any skincare. Okay, that's going to make your skin worse. But internally, all right, how our skin are going to form new collagen fiber, we definitely have to take something internally to restore that. Okay, external, you just leave externally, that's it. Okay, all right, collagen formation is diminished in mature skin. Biomatrix begins to collapse. Okay, loses its strength and stability. Elasticity is diminished. Lines and wrinkles emerge. Okay, due to loss of collagen, skin becomes increasingly thinner and drier as you age. So you can see the difference here very drastically. So the answer to this is no. Because collagen fibers mainly reside in deeper parts of the skin where skincare can't reach. And it's not enough to exert lasting influence on the skin aging process, right? It cannot overcome the natural effects of aging. And apart from age, depletion will accelerate with stress, hormonal imbalances, emotions, and so forth. So this is why we need to take supplements. All right, food source is not really a good place to get consistent amounts. And these are a range that has been around for a long time. Okay, so we are gonna go into the science of it. So what really is the evidence of collagen supplements? Okay, for those who don't really believe. So a systematic review of oral collagen supplementation increased skin hydration elasticity, and dermal collagen density. Okay, as you can see just now, the picture, yes, you have more collagen fibers. 11 studies with a total of 805 patients showed that collagen peptides can positively impact various skin conditions and aging. So wrinkles, all this is just part of it. But the other things such as acne, scarring, pigmentation, all these things can also be elevated with collagen. A significant reduction in eye wrinkle volume, along with an increase of pro-collagen, all right, pro-collagen, after the intake of 2.5 gram collagen over 56 days. So this is pretty drastic results. In just 2 months, you can see some form of improvement. And intake of 2.5 gram of collagen peptides over a period of 180 days significantly decreases the degree of cellulite and a reduced skin waviness on the thighs. So, I mean, for everybody who is struggling with this, I think this is great news, right? Okay, to add up on this, studies suggest that age-related reduction in collagen synthesis can be addressed by oral collagen together with other specific skin nutrients. So this is the reason why all of the collagen that Unicity produces does not come with just collagen alone. It's always being supported and supplemented with other antioxidants and other skin nutrients to further enhance absorption and collagen synthesis. All right, and the wrinkle-reducing effects of collagen supplements give the ability for our body to stimulate collagen production on its own. So not only it gets from it, it can also stimulate our body to know how to produce more collagen more effectively. In addition, taking collagen supplements may promote the production of other proteins that help to structure your skin, including elastin and fibrillin. So this is some of the subcomponents needed to ensure that our skin remains strong and supple. And oral collagen sustainably improved skin physiology and appearance. So I have read a number of collagen studies, and most of them are positive. And you can definitely see some form of improvement. Okay, and in terms of the skin health, all right, on top of all the studies that has been talked about how great it is to really restore our skin youthfulness from within, it also have other benefits. The effect of oral collagen supplements were not restricted to skin only. Study shows that collagen comprises about 60 to 80% of our cartilage. A very firm tissue, it cushions bones from the shock of high impact movement. So this is very important. Other trials have found that supplementation can improve joint mobility and decreases joint pain, such as osteoarthritis. So as you age, definitely, all right, you feel like your joints are a little bit weak. And for those who exercise in particular, we have to pay more attention on this. So collagen helps to decrease joint pain and help to increase mobility. Hydrolyzed collagen has a positive therapeutic effect on osteoporosis and osteoarthritis with a potential increase in bone mineral density. So it's not just calcium, it's not just vitamin D, but collagen also plays a very important role to maintain bone mass, bone density, to make it strong and solid. So the benefit is way more than just the skin. So Unicity Collagen Plus, right? This is one of our first, and it's still a good collagen supplement. Why? Because by just taking 1 scoop of this fish collagen, you will get all the benefits that's been spoken about just now, all right? In terms of how you observe on your skin, on your thighs, things like that. In 1 scoop, you have all the concentration you need. And we add it with CoQ10, all right? Interesting. Lutein, and it's also halal certified. So we know CoQ10 and lutein, it's for other parts of the body, right? So how does it further enhance our collagen supplement for the skin? So interestingly, CoQ10 is found in every cell of the human body. Okay, it is vital in the production of energy in the cells. So we know that CoQ10 is needed for heart muscles, right? For those who have heart problems, okay, it helps to generate energy for our heart to pump better. But even our skin needs energy for it to look youthful and vibrant. So just like collagen, CoQ10 will decline with age. Okay, it's also early 20s. After that, your body will also decline collagen production. Okay, and this energy is needed to repair damage and to make sure that skin cells are healthy. Active skin cells get rid of toxin easily and can make better use of nutrients. So CoQ10 enable our cell is very specific into cell regeneration. Okay, cell regeneration, cell repair, to increase youthfulness, and also help our skin to better remove toxin away. So all these things require energy. So when our skin age, all these processes slow down, causing dull and sallow, wrinkled skin. So CoQ10 is great in the skin as well. So CoQ10 also have another benefit, right? It works to block tyrosinase. So tyrosinase is an enzyme that produces melanin, which is pigmentation on the skin. So it helps to block this thing, which means that it can help to fade and prevent dark spots from forming on the skin, especially after a breakout. This ingredient helps your body to produce collagen and elastin as well, which can reduce the appearance of fine lines. So it works in perfect synergy with collagen. Okay, this is very interesting. Unlike UV light that only penetrates the surface level of the skin, blue light penetrates the entire depth of your skin. Of course, we know sunlight, all these things are bad, but UV, blue light especially, the thing that we use almost every day, is very, very damaging to the skin. When blue light is absorbed by our skin, it can form free radicals that attack skin cell tissue and cause damage. So this is the reason why, even though we don't go out, our skin, is also aging. So this is when lutein comes into the picture. Lutein absorbs high energy wavelengths such as blue light. Together with CoQ10, this ability is further boosted, more effective against free radicals. So for those who have attended my previous session that I spoke all about eye health, I talk a lot about lutein. So amazingly, lutein also have the same benefit but on the skin to further reduce the impact of blue light on our skin surface. Okay, so next, I'm going to go to our next improved range, which is called the Neijin Collagen Plus. So this is a very popular one, okay, and has recently won award, all right, double award winning, okay, Best Collagen Product and Judges' Choice Award, all right, it's pretty prestigious and it speaks volume, all right, about the effectiveness of our products. So why is this a double award-winning collagen supplement? Okay, by just one sachet of fish collagen, you have all these nutrients that's needed. Okay, all these are vitamin that's very much needed for skin, hair, and nails. And on top of that, we have further boosted with antioxidants and pine bark. Okay, I'll go into this ingredient because this is one of the star ingredients and it's also halal certified. Okay, so these three general skin nutrients is involved in the metabolism of nutrients that keeps the skin, nails, and hair healthy. It's actually quite popular to see hair care, all right, a lot of hair and a lot of supplements out there that has biotin, and they most of the time we have these kind of statements that it helps to increase our nail, skin, and hair health. Why is it so important? Because it produces fatty acids that nourish the skin to maintain a clear complexion. Right? It helps to just give us that natural glowing skin, right? That makes us look young. And it assists in the production of new cells and help oil glands to function properly, resulting in the healthy conditioning of skin. Right? We do not want to have an underactive oil gland. If that happens, skin will be very dry. Overactive oil gland, too oily. So this biotin can give it a good regulation so that our oil glands will give us just enough to look healthy and glowing. The outer layer of your skin has 5 times more zinc than the layer underneath. It keeps cells walls stable, cells to divide, and specialize as they grow. So zinc plays a pretty important role because our skin requires high amounts of it. So our skin can continue to divide, specialize, and improve skin appearance. Last but not least, we have selenium. Selenium is a mineral that helps certain antioxidants protect your skin from UV rays. And selenium is also known to be protective against skin cancer. All right, for those who are always out in the sun and all these kind of things, there are a lot of studies that back selenium as a protection on the skin. All right, another additional layer of sunblock on our skin. So I want to move into pine bark. All right, this is an ingredient worth mentioning because it is a very expensive and a very well-known antioxidant. So in this pine bark, there's this component known as oligomeric polyanthocyanidae. Okay, this is the short name, OPC. It's very long. So this particular antioxidant is one of the top range one. Okay, as a lot of studies talking about how it can help not just only for the skin, but more particularly for the blood vessel. And it can also help on various conditions. Okay, strengthen blood vessel. Very important for cell repair and cell regeneration. Okay, this one can really further help to do it in a much faster way, and it's very good. Okay, especially for those who are having problems, having very sensitive skin. Okay, this really helps to strengthen that. And there are many benefits of using pine bark extract to reduce the effect of aging on skin. Okay, many studies that talks about it. That's why it's very well studied. Okay, that's why it's expensive. And skin elasticity. Okay, they find that there is statistically significant increase in that area. And skin roughness was also reported to be significantly lowered with this pine bark extract. And it can also further protect cells from free radical damage and increases the effectiveness of vitamin C. Okay, so just to let you know, this is actually, the type of bark can only be found in the European coastlines and has been discovered because it really helped back in the day, soldiers, okay, really helped them to fight, war because of this antioxidant. Okay, so because of this, this has been also very securely patented. Okay, it's not easy to get this formulation. And I have seen this before outside when they sell. For a short blister of 15 tablets only, okay, it costs around 300 ringgit. And there's also more top range one. Okay, so it's very expensive. And I guess this is the reason why this helps and this gives the double winning award. All right, this is something that's really great in Neigene collagen. So of course, we know that Unicity has top range collagen products. Both the first and the second version is just as good. But now we have an entirely new range that has all the benefit that we spoke about just now. Okay, the power of collagen fiber, the power of antioxidants, the power of skin hydration. And we have incorporated the science from our previous two predecessors, and we condense it into our new formulation, which is known as Unicity OASIS. Okay, so I can't wait to share with you further. So Unicity OASIS is built, all right, and is formulated in such a way to give us these 5 key areas of our skin. Number 1, maintenance of skin structure, so that it will not be wobbly. You will always have this firm structure. Skin hydration, right, to keep it supple and hydrated. Anti-wrinkle and fine lines, right? Speed up wound healing, any form of wound on the skin, and also give us protection from free radicals. So this is another illustration of hyaluronic acid and what it does on the skin. So younger skin is very obvious. You can see that the hyaluronic acid here is abundant, right? Keeps it hydrated. For aging skin, collagen is not the only area that's compromised, but the hyaluronic acid is also very much dispersed and scarce. So this is the difference. Aging skin generally look very dry because the moisturization internally is not there. So there's, even though you put how much lotion on the skin, you won't be able to look moisturized because deep layer of the skin is dry. So if you can replenish that, you can help to fill in the gaps of the skin and to really smoothen out the edges, and it looks smooth, all right, and clear. So hyaluronic acid, what does it do to the skin? When it comes to aging, there is intrinsic and external aging. So external aging is all the pollution, okay, all the air, all that kind of thing. But intrinsic aging is the part where certain nutrients are no longer being produced, such as collagen. Okay, and secondly is hyaluronic acid. So people don't talk about hyaluronic acid. It is a recent advancement. Okay, and it's quite a recent discovery, and people are now paying attention, and they find that hyaluronic acid really is, the key to further accelerate the anti-aging process. Aging is not just only caused by lack of scaffolding, all right? It's also due to dehydration issues. Loss of moisture is directly associated with wrinkles, sagging, and pigmentation. All right, so it's no longer just a matter of aging. Moisturizing levels, hydration also plays a very important role here. And HA is a key molecule. Why our body needs a lot of this? Because it has a unique capacity to bind and retain water molecules. And if you just use water molecules, it's not enough, because HA can hold around 1,000 times more weight in water compared to just water alone. So you can imagine how much water and how much hydration is needed in order for our skin and for every part of our body organ to be healthy and functioning. So hyaluronic acid, a good 50% is present in the skin, right? This is a big percentage. At doses of 120 to 240 milligram per day for at least 1 month, shown to significantly increase skin moisture and reduce dry skin in adults. So 240 milligram is actually a very high amount. I've did a bit of research, and most competitors, they may give this at 50 or 60 milligram. But what we have here is this maximum dosage, 240. Right? This is considered very, very high for supplementation standards. And hydrated skin also reduces the appearance of wrinkles, not just only in terms of appearance, but the depth and the volume. Okay, it's not so deep, it's just fine, and it goes away quicker as well. So this explains why several studies show that supplementing it may make the skin smoother. So it's not just the anti-aging stuff, but hydration. Okay, it also plays a key role to make our skin supple. All right, and it also helps to speed up wound healing and whatever skin struggles we have. So hyaluronic acid plays also a very important role in the joint. So you can see the bone, cartilage, muscle, okay, synovial fluid, and the joint capsule. So joint fluid, okay, and the articular cartilage, which is this part, contains hyaluronic acid at high concentrations. Well, it's not surprising, because HA can hold up 1,000 times in weight in water. So this is also a major key why synovial fluid, okay, it is very concentrated with HA. So it serves as a lubricant, preventing bone-to-bone friction. Okay, so it doesn't rub against each other so much, and acts as a cushion. This allows our joints to move smoothly. And for those individuals who have very severe osteoarthritis or very severe arthritis, if medications don't help, then they may have to visit the doctor to do a routine injection, okay? And they use hyaluronic acid. So it's pretty effective. A lot of people inject that directly, okay, in order to help to smoothen and to lubricate the synovial fluid better. So it's a known treatment plan that doctors do it, but it's very painful and it's very invasive as well. So HA has been reported to have anti-inflammatory and pain relieving effect. So this is another extra protection for those who always engage in exercise, because exercise does put our joint at greater risk of arthritis. So this thing is very good for everyone, okay, in terms of prevention and to really make our synovial fluid strong. Okay, so HA is really a key ingredient here. As you can see, that it's a new science and it was also needed in many parts of the body. So that is just one part, okay, the key ingredient in our supplement. So of course, on top of that, we have marine collagen as well. And why we choose marine collagen out of many different types out there, because it has low molecular weight, it's easy to digest and easy to absorb. It's absorbed 1.5 times faster than other sources, responsible for skin elasticity, plump, and texture. Also very important for wound healing, and this works very well with HA. Okay, great way to replenish body collagen level. Okay, last but not least, we have vitamin C. So vitamin C is also very important because skin cells accumulate high concentrations of it. Right? Daily, our skin has to protect and we have to fight off various kind of germs and aggressors. So this vitamin C is like bullet for the immune system in the skin to be able to deflect all these things. It stabilizes collagen molecular structure as well, okay? Make the scaffolding more firm in place, supports collagen synthesis, cell regeneration, antioxidative protection against environmental aggressors and UV rays, and it works better with hyaluronic acid. So we see all these ingredients that we put together, it's not for fun, all right? They really do have, scientists really choose the exact thing that is needed for best skin health and absorption. They all help one another. And it also helps to minimize melanin production. So if all this science is not enough to convince you, we have an in-house study, right, that's done. And we have compared it with competitors. And we have measured in 4 different areas. So purple color is Unicity OASIS. Gray color is our competitor. In terms of skin moisturization, you can already see its effect, right? At 8 weeks, even post-study, if you don't take for 2 weeks post-study, not taking, the skin moisturization is still there, you know. So that's how lasting the HA can do, you know, to really maintain the integrity of the skin. And moving on to skin renewal, all right, at 8 weeks, such a big difference with competitor. Yeah, I think the skin renewal is also much faster and effective as well. In terms of wrinkles, right, it's just many times better than competitors. And post-study, even 2 weeks later, the improvement in wrinkles still increase, even though 2 weeks later there's no consumption. So that speaks volume. Huh? And skin elasticity as well, right? There's a huge difference. And post-study, of course, there will be some decline there because there's not enough HA. But the decrease is also, it pales in comparison, all right? You know, compared to how drastic the one is from our competitor. So Unicity OASIS really is another cutting-edge product that we have. So this is where we have the best science for skin. That's why we call it an oasis, right? In the middle of all the stress, of all the hecticness that we have, Unicity OASIS is a respite for your skin. to save your skin from all kinds of aggression. And you can see, even not taking it for 2 weeks, the lasting effect of hyaluronic acid is fantastic. Okay, and I hope, right, you will also try, because we cannot just rely on external protection alone. We need to have both internal and external skin health protection in order to really give us a lasting effect.